this Hawk become president.
He
One
was
of the
smart.
movie
I don't know.
before.
All right, y'all. We about to hold on, y'all. We about to go live. I'm Javon Bates, the Legacy.
Bruce B. Smooth Ballard.
All right. So, real quick, and I know y'all looking, but anyway, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I enjoyed this being out in this weather a little bit, and I enjoyed watching the basketball games. I was at a martial arts tournament, watching, seeing for the first time what those like, and then I banged my hand up at the gym, jumping on them jump boxes. Got to get your hand out of the way.
Oh man, it's swollen.
Yeah, I hit that box like that, and bam! Next thing I know, the hand swelled up. But I've been putting the ice on it. But other than that, how was yours?
Man, busy, man. Busy, man. I've been working on Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation Co-op opportunity. That's what I've been working on, man. So I ain't gonna talk about it. We talked about it already. We advertised it on Instagram, Facebook, website, social media, whatever, And we invited everybody to come join if they wanted to be part of the co-op. And we had that meeting 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we got the next one.
The next one to see the change. Yeah. Yeah. We all are creators. And when to be a boss. Thing. Airplane, no parachute. It's all right though. I'm gonna land somewhere safe. That's all I know. Supported us since 2004 and beyond, and probably before that.
Yeah, right. 2000. Like what beyond it? Let me see what.
Yeah, before 2004. But I'm saying established in 2004, and then before we jump into sports, between 80 and 90% or go through with and that dawned on me this whole weekend, I seen a few things happen, and I was like, man, if those two people just would have communicated, that whole thing would have been different. It's key. Let's get to it. So what you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Cavs? You want to talk about the Guardians? You want to talk about who you want to talk about? Browns?
Let's start with the Guardians.
Oh, the Guardians. All right. So did you catch the
I have not yet seen a Guardian game. I'm trying. They changed a little their network. I think I gotta go to Major League. Thanks. Division because this division is still soft, and everybody's
I mean, we got a lot of
gotta catch the Yankees.
We got a lot of games within the division too, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
The team to beat is the Yankees,
as always, and they just had a 21.
They've been smashed even without Juan Soto, right?
Yeah, they just had 21 runs and something like that. Something ridiculous.
They bad of Soto and they still smashing.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, I mean, come on, man.
Long season ain't gonna be it.
We got 150 some
games,
158, 154 games or something.
A lot can happen.
Yeah, you can't just say.
No, it's a long.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, man.
For baseball. All right.
Well, let's move off baseball because it just seems like it's just too long to talk about. Let's talk about them Cavaliers.
Oh man, them Cavs. What a.
So we reached the 60 win marks, right?
Yeah.
So we got about less than.
Less than 10? 6 games.
Less than 10.
I thought it was just in 8.
It was 8 games,
something like that.
Yeah, I know it's less than 10 games.
Yeah.
Playoffs be starting soon.
I think 182. So where are we now? Yeah. The question is, how well are we prepared for this playoffs?
Playoffs. All right. So let's talk about the Cavs and playoffs. So when it comes to the Cavs and playoffs, we don't have Bickerstaff. Speaking of Bickerstaff, he was in a brawl the other day.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, him and the Pistons.
Against who?
Memphis.
Oh.
But anyway, when we had Bickerstaff as the coach, we questioned a lot of our toughness. We questioned, could we score?
Right.
Because we always didn't score.
Team.
Yeah, we never scored a lot of points.
Right.
Now I think we can do it. If everybody's healthy, I believe we can do it, man. I think we can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if we're gonna get to the finals, but I know we can get to the Eastern Conference.
The possibly matchup with Boston. I think that's a wrap. I think we'll do that.
I think we could beat Boston, but I can't say we guaranteed to beat Boston.
I think we beat Boston if they play like it's just no tomorrow.
We beat Boston.
Put it all out on the line.
If we play like we played in the beginning of the season.
Yeah. But if you do that, will you do an Alabama number? Alabama score all them points and shots, all them threes, and then all of a sudden you come up and you can't shoot against Duke. So it's like, do we play our hardest against Boston, and then all of a sudden now we got to go to the NBA Finals and we don't have nothing left? Because we want to put it all in and win and beat Boston. That's my situation.
So you don't think we got it to beat Boston, huh?
I don't think we got enough to play Boston physically and then go ahead and win the conference finals. I think we will be beat by the time we play the get in the finals, but because it's gonna be a rough physical
Playoffs.
Yeah, because that's everybody's gonna do. They're just gonna come out to beat us up, and if the NBA doesn't allow them to beat us up, we got a good chance. But the NBA officials gonna swallow the whistles and not play an even type of game. Cavaliers are not gonna.
Well, the Cavs can't play with. They can't play with the Bulls. Don't play around with them. Get them out of there. Because the Bulls, they got potential to probably slight you in a couple games.
Well,
we seen what they did a couple weeks for these last couple weeks. They been smacking teams upside the head because teams be playing around, let them hang around.
Yeah,
don't let them guys hang around.
Well, I mean, the Bulls aren't that physical.
They're not, but they will play.
They play hard. I seen
they will play. Hey, they will run them down that court.
They will play hard. Yeah.
They will shoot them threes.
Well, what's his name? The guard with the crazy
Brown.
hair. What's his with the
Kobe
crazy
Brown.
hair? Oh yeah,
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
Kobe White.
Kobe White. Yeah, I don't like. He always gives us.
I knew it was a color. Kobe White.
He always gives us problems. And then that new player that got that was a slam dunk contest.
Yeah. Kobe White gonna give you
Kobe White. We do not match it well with Kobe White.
Yeah. He plays hard.
Yeah.
Physical. He's different. He's definitely different. I just say this, man. Don't play with these guys first round.
Don't play with these guys.
Knock them out.
Knock them out so you can rest. That's what I think
Sweep
the Cavs
them.
need to do. Sweep them.
Don't play around these guys.
Don't play around
man.
with them. Yeah.
Sweep these guys.
We got the talent that we don't have to play around with them. And I think if we can get some rest and then coming to Boston, not having to come in with 7 and 6, play 7 and 6 games, getting there, then I think we got a chance to beat Boston. But
since we on the NBA, and I don't know if you noticed, but LeBron went on the Pat McAfee show.
Pat McAfee,
yeah, and was talking about some things. Then he mentioned the Stephen A. Smith comment. Someone he was in his tighties, whiteys, eating cereal, thinking about this beef and all that. Do you think LeBron should actually lower himself to that level of a journalist, though?
No, not while he's playing.
I mean, I get that you feel like Stephen A. got the biggest platform on ESPN and people
he does
listen to him, and he just got that $100 million contract.
He earned it.
Yeah, but the thing is, and we get it that you said he took it. He did something personal to us. He said something personal about your son, and then Stephen A. Retaliates back and says, well, I would have fought. We would have been fighting and all that. That's just unnecessary stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's unnecessary. Stephen A. I've seen Stephen A. He's short.
Yeah.
And LeBron would crush him.
Of course.
Bronny could crush him.
Of course. Of course.
Was
it the right time to do it in the third quarter during the game? I don't know. I'm not LeBron James.
Yeah.
Only thing we can say is we know LeBron loves the spotlight. He loves the attention.
Of course.
So
Cleveland. Going back to high school.
Yeah, he loves the attention. So that's part of the makeup.
Yeah.
And that's be real. Stephen A. like the attention too.
Yeah, well, that's how Stephen A. built his brand.
So they both build off each other. Who's to say they didn't plan it? I'm just being real.
Well, if I recall, it wasn't Stephen A. one of the main people involved when the decision.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Supposedly he had the inside track of what LeBron was going to do. And I think he was talking to, what's his name here?
Winehurst.
From Cleveland that LeBron went to school with, works with ESPN.
Winehurst, when the heavy-set white guy.
Yeah, the guy he went to school with. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Whatever his
Who
name
knows?
Is, not Winehurst, but yeah.
Who knows about this stuff?
I mean, but we all know what it is. It's all media stuff that the bad news is good news, and
it's the NBA, the NFL. The NFL is more interesting than the NBA.
We got a villain on one side, and we got the heroine on the other side. And so it's good versus bad, or people determining which side they're gonna go on, LeBron's side or Stephen A's side.
Let's just keep it real. The NFL has just killed them ridiculously.
Yeah.
Without the drama.
NFL don't have to do that. They just get natural. NFL gets natural. They don't have to create drama.
They don't. Not no more.
Not no more.
Remember they created some drama every year. The NFL used to create the drama. Now they just like, it's whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
You know what? Let's just sit back and watch.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna do something stupid.
Do something stupid.
And that's what the NFL do. They don't do nothing. They just sit there. They just sit like this.
Just wait. Just wait. Yeah.
Wow, there you go.
There you go. There's a story. Yeah.
You getting massages for money.
Yeah. But they ain't what we said. They ain't
happy endings.
Yep.
So what's up with this kicker, man?
Nobody heard. He's ghost.
Okay, so Watson can get massages, and the best kicker in football, that wasn't me. I ain't do it.
Mm-mm.
We'll see.
Maybe coming up around spring training, we might hear something after the draft.
Maybe they make him retire. Huh?
You see if they say the question is, will they even talk about it at the draft?
Probably not.
Mm-mm.
It's not big.
It's not, no.
It ain't like he's the best. Let's be realistically. He missed a lot of kicks last year.
Yeah, but he's just a kicker.
Yeah, but it ain't like he's the best kicker like right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's the best kicker ever. Yeah. True.
Well, maybe that's why he missed all them kicks.
Maybe. You see him miss some stuff.
He was dealing with that. Yeah, he missed a lot of kicks. Normally, that mentally he wouldn't miss. So maybe that's what. But see, the same thing. Deshaun was dealing with all that, and he wasn't on top of his game. So yeah, probably that's what it was. That's why he missed them kicks.
It's mental.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the tourney.
The tourney.
I already told you that I had Duke versus Florida from the beginning. Go check out 3 episodes ago.
I had Duke versus Houston.
That's not the final, though.
Well, that I had Duke versus Michigan State.
Yeah, I had Duke against Florida, and I had Florida losing to Duke.
I had Duke, Michigan State, and Houston.
I had Houston versus Duke.
Well, Houston, Connecticut, I think it was. And Houston would lose Houston would beat Connecticut, so we end up with a Duke-Houston final. I'm still saying.
Well, my bracket's still on fire right now. I'll start off a little shaky, but then the teams that I picked towards the end, they all started winning. So
most of the favorites have won.
True that.
So it wasn't big.
What happened to the SEC? I know what happened. They lost all their football talent, and now they got it in basketball.
Yeah,
that's what happened. Yeah. I was like Alabama. But I thought about, I said, all the NILs going
I think they said 16 SEC teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then they almost majority of them got eliminated.
All the Big Ten guys.
Most of the Big Ten
football.
Yeah.
They got all the football NILs. Now the SEC got all the basketball NILs. It seemed like.
I thought it was most of the Big Ten had most of the success in the tournament.
The Big Ten.
The Big Ten and the SEC. But
I see the SEC
ACC
definitely
was real weak this year.
Yeah. Well, so who you got, man? You say you got Duke.
I got Duke versus Houston, and Duke winning it all.
But that's just the Final Four. That's his own side.
I'm saying Duke will play Houston.
That's just on one side
in the finals.
That's not the finals.
I thought Houston.
They would play.
This is the Final Four.
They will play Houston in the Final Four, yeah, but they would not play Houston in the finals.
So Houston is playing Florida in the Final Four, right?
No, they're playing Duke.
Man, how do I get my bracket?
Florida is playing the other team.
Okay, so Florida would have been in. Well, Florida would have played Michigan State.
Yeah, but Michigan State ain't there.
No,
I have Florida versus Duke. That's what I said. I had Houston and Duke playing each other in the one bracket. Then I got Florida in the other one.
Well, I got Duke winning it all.
Said, where can I watch Common Creed 2? Well, 2 weeks ago, you could have watched it in Brooklyn, New York. We had a premiere out there. But no, we working on the streaming platform now for it. So give us about a month or so. Yeah. We'll see how it go.
Yeah, Not yet. You can't watch it yet.
Yeah, we getting it together for streaming purposes. Shout out to everybody on Instagram.
But you can watch one. You can watch one.
Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Shout out to everybody watching this. But yeah, you'll be able to watch it soon, though. Trust me, you'll be able to watch it. Go to jblegacyfilms.com to get that information. But anyway, I guess we gotta go to the NFL draft. So the Haslams, what are they gonna do?
Well, the Haslams made an announcement that they're not focusing on quarterback. So that might be a preparation to prepare the Cleveland fans. They're not going for first round. We were just talking about that today. What will Cleveland actually do? I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I heard Abdul Carter, then I heard Dart, and then I heard Trevion Henderson in the third.
Now, supposedly last week they had that rumor that Cousins was here.
He was.
In Cleveland.
He took a picture.
You saw him?
Yeah, it's online. Took a picture at Chipotle.
I'm saying you saw him at Chipotle.
They had a picture of him standing next to like three other people.
Okay, so people got supposedly a picture. Well,
but the thing was, he was meeting with a friend at Chipotle, a Browns lineman. They didn't show the lineman.
Browns lineman at Chipotle.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, the fact that he's here in Cleveland.
I'm sure he's not asking about what's the best Chipotle I could go to.
No,
I'm sure.
No.
I'm sure he's, like, hey man, you might want to study this playbook real quick.
Yeah, so that's the case. If we're pulling in Cousins, then I don't see us getting Shador. I see that idea with probably a Dart. Or
Abdul, Dart, and Henderson.
They say they like the kid from Louisville too.
I heard Abdul, Dart, and Henderson.
Shook from Louisville.
I heard Abdul, Dart, and Henderson.
I like Dark.
Yeah.
I like Dark.
I heard they said those three guys.
I saw him. That boy can throw, and he can make plays with his feet.
So what do you think about Russell Wilson signing with the New York Giants?
Wow.
It was the funniest part is Jameis Winston thought he was gonna be the starter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Did he get his bubble busted?
Well, as we saw, probably with that line the Giants got. Russell ain't gonna last all year. Man. So you're gonna need. He
got a good running back though.
Yeah.
The dude ain't bad.
Neighbors but their team stinks.
Neighbors and Hunter.
They don't have no. And
he about to get Hunter though. Watch what I tell you.
They're gonna get Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the Browns may surprise us and get Hunter. They're gonna trade down.
They're gonna surprise us. They gonna surprise us. It ain't gonna be no Hunter though.
Now, if Shador is still there, why wouldn't they get Shador? Why get Hunter?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, man.
I'm saying with the Giants, I'm saying why wouldn't they get him? But
because they already got two quarterbacks.
Old quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Be perfect.
They could get Shador.
Yeah, he fit right in the yard.
I mean, good. I'm not saying that they can't.
Well, I mean, so we're looking at it. The only problem with the Browns, if you get Abdul Carter, he's coming out this shoulder injury. Is that something you want to deal with? You know, you have two beasts at
the best strength of our team is the defense. So for you to retool the defense and probably be the best defense in the league if you get Carter, because you have another solidified edge rusher, and then you still got other tangible.
We gave up
pieces.
Tomlinson, which weakens our middle.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think we still got a solid defense. Defense was never the issue. I think it was always the offense. Offensive line.
Defense was this year was everything, but yeah, defense.
You still got your corners.
Still got your corners.
You still got your.
I mean, our secondary's intact. We still got the problem with our line.
You just paid Miles, so Miles has to deliver on what he got paid.
Well, our edge is fine. We needed something to go with Miles, but the defensive tackles and.
But just think about it. If the quarterback don't have time to throw it, then you don't need no cornerbacks.
But it's true. But that's where our inside linebackers are weak.
Well, we don't know if we get our guy back either. JLK.
Wusu due to the injury.
Yeah, that neck.
Well, we had what's his name, Devin.
We did pick up the Seahawks guy.
Yeah,
he was decent.
We got the kid from the injury from Pittsburgh that came over.
Michael Bush.
Yep, Michael Bush. So, and we our linebackers did okay.
I think for real though,
we still don't have that Mike linebacker.
I think if we get Abdul Carter, we'll be okay. Just because you got two edge rushers, well, somebody gonna get hit. Somebody getting hit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. So you double Miles,
that way.
Carter gonna be eating good.
Yeah.
And same thing, you double him, then Miles gonna get off and eat good. Just gotta have somebody anchor in that middle.
Yeah.
Or you might want to find a nice
what's
rotation.
the name from Ohio State? Not Jones. The one that got in trouble last year, that got suspended last year.
Oh, Bell. Yeah. You talking about the linebacker dude?
No, the lineman that we got that beat up his girlfriend.
He a linebacker.
He's a linebacker?
Yeah.
No, he's on the front line.
He's a linebacker, man.
He played on the line at Ohio State.
Linebacker, man. You talking about what's his name? Bell.
No, his name Bell. What's it? How can be?
Man, I'm trying to tell you. He played
for Ohio State.
Exactly.
He was on our line. You just pull up the Browns roster though and sell that.
Oh, it still ain't good.
No. He got Hall. Yeah, Hall. Yeah, Hall's on the front line.
They talking about some Jerome Baker. Who cares about Jerome Baker?
Oh yeah, Hall. He played on the line in Ohio State. 280, about 280. You know. Charlie Hall.
Hold on. We're gonna get to it.
Just put Hall arrested.
Hall arrested.
Here it is. I don't know you about linebacker.
Michael Hall Jr.
Yeah, Michael Hall, defensive tackle. I told you. You know what I'm talking about.
But he didn't play like no defensive tackle. He played like a linebacker.
So with Michael Hall coming back, that should help us. But like I said, we lost Tomlinson, Tomlinson was over 300. He was a gap filler. We need another gap filler. So he's 300. I'll put on weight for that. But with that, Hall, and we can get they like one of the other defensive tackles. Yeah, we might be all right. But I don't know. I don't like guys coming from college with injuries.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough.
And I just don't think Cleveland is ready for Shador and Sanders' family.
You don't think they ready for that?
No, they ain't ready for that.
Man, I think that's what they need. They need somebody to show them how to win.
Man, you're right. He's a winner.
Yeah.
Today they were talking about comparing. Why
would you have a Stefanski there and Deion could correct him?
Hey,
I'm just being real.
They were comparing him to Burrow, and one of the guys on the fan was mad because they're comparing him to Burrow. But
that's a hard comparison.
I wouldn't compare him to Burrow. I would just say he's a winner. Shador's a winner.
JoJo's good, man.
Yeah, JoJo's good, but there's no real comparison. They went through a whole different thing. But then again, look, the weapons he had at LSU.
Yeah,
you take away them weapons he had at LSU.
That's anybody though.
Yeah, so you
gotta have some weapons.
You can't really just say it was all Joe Burrow. Now when you have,
but he got accuracy. We just saying he got accuracy.
Oh, for sure.
Like JoJo, he's the truth though.
True.
You take away them, you still take away the receiver. He still go throw the ball accurate.
Yeah, but you gotta have guys that can go and get it. So we saw the same thing with McCord. McCord, he goes over to Syracuse. He tears up the ACC, but he don't have the same weapons. He couldn't do it at Ohio State.
Yeah.
And when he had his opportunity, he didn't. He did his thing with Marvin Harrison, but he didn't use Marvin Harrison to the extent that he could have used Marvin Harrison.
Well, he was McCord. He wasn't there, was he?
Yeah, was there Marvin Harrison?
Oh yeah.
Remember, he's the one that he left.
He did.
He left Marvin when after Marvin Harrison left,
did.
then he leaves.
He went to another school.
He went to Syracuse. I mean, he tore it up at Syracuse, but I'm just saying that Shedeur put up the numbers with over there with no line at Colorado.
He definitely didn't have a line
And
because
he-
they couldn't even run the ball.
No, couldn't even run the ball. So if he could do that there, he can definitely come here in Cleveland. He's a winner. Winners are winners. Winners are winners. No matter where they go, they're gonna win.
I think he's a winner, man.
I think he's a winner. Yeah.
I think wherever he's going, they're gonna win.
It's in his DNA. He's gonna
Father
win.
of winners.
Yeah, he's gonna win. So I think that's it. But yeah, that's too much. That's too much bravado for Cleveland. They don't want that.
Too much bravado.
Too much
juice for him.
Too much juice for him.
Man,
Too much juice for him.
that's not good for Cleveland.
Too much sauce.
Too much sauce for
Too
him.
much sauce.
Sauce Gardner. Huh?
Sauce Gardner. Too much sauce for Cleveland.
So all right, so let's get to the Browns then. So if you're the Browns, what do you do at number 2 then?
Well, you trade down
Hell no, you want to trade down.
because Haslam said we need more players. That sounds like trade down to me.
You don't trade
He
down.
said we need more pieces.
When you at number 2, you do not trade down.
You don't trade down.
You trade down at 8.
So they because they
9.
if you don't like the quarter, he said we're not rushing on quarterback.
Okay, we'll get the best player at number 2.
So they'll trade down.
You got a Hunter. You got Abdul Carter.
They don't know what to do with Hunter.
I'm just telling you, you got two players you could get off the top, right?
I take
That's
Hunter.
9 quarterbacks.
I take Hunter.
I'm saying
for
that's
sure.
9 quarterbacks you can
Yeah.
actually get that you can say,
Yeah.
okay, even I don't get the 2 quarterbacks, I still can get Hunter and I still get Abdul Carter.
Okay.
So you got to take one of them.
So what if you can go down to 6? Somebody moves up, you go down to 6.
Depends what they're giving me for the second pick.
You're gonna get 2 first rounds. You're gonna get a 6th, and you maybe get a second or a first from another year. You get your first this year and the first next year, and maybe the second. Now you could put them together so you can get like we did. You can get 2 in the first round.
I ain't doing that, man. I'm getting my player number 2. I'm picking my player.
Now, if you like Dart will be there in the second round.
Right, but I'm not thinking about him. I'm thinking about the player I want at number 2. I'm getting the best player available on the board.
The best all-around quarterback.
I'm getting the best all-around player.
Well, then the next best all-around player is Hunter. And
That's
then
what
after that,
I'm getting the best
it's
player
probably
on the
Abdul
board.
Carter, as they say. But but the thing is, they keep saying that Ward and Shedeur aren't the best quarterbacks. Period. Between this draft and last year's.
So look, go ahead and don't draft them and see what happens.
Well, we already know what's gonna happen. You're gonna regret it. But the next best quarterback piece is probably Dart.
We'll get Dart later on.
You go get Dart later on. You can get Abdul Carter. So if Abdul Carter may be there or Hunter, they may slip. Abdul Carter or Hunter may slip to 5 or 6.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know who's gonna move up though. Who's gonna move up?
We don't even know if Tennessee gonna take if Ward's gonna go. First.
Oh, I got a deal for you. So listen to this.
Okay.
So let's say Jacksonville calls you, right?
Right.
Jacksonville is what 7, 6,
around 7, 6, yeah.
around it. Okay, they around the area. So let's say Jacksonville calls you, say, "Hey, look, we ain't feeling Sunshine no more. Would y'all take Sunshine if we move up and give y'all number 3?"
He got a no trade clause. Huh?
I'm saying we give you Sunshine and the 3rd round pick for your first pick. Would you take that?
A 1, I take Sunshine in the 2.
I agree with that. I take
wouldn't take
Sunshine
Sunshine in the 3rd. I take Sunshine in the 2.
Yeah, give me Sunshine in the 2.
Because he can make every throws. He's agile.
And he's still young.
He's still young, yeah. He's still
young. They ain't break him all the way.
No.
What's his name hurt his stock, though? What's his name from Ohio State?
Yeah. What's his name?
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer, yeah.
He
messed him up. But he did take Jacksonville to playoff after Meyer left. And then the next year he was injured. But he got a line here in Cleveland. He just needed some receivers. He would be ready to go. But we know that ain't going to happen.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In a different universe.
I would do that. But there's
Sunshine.
Some other people calling.
Because you got to remember, Jacksonville, they done fired all their people.
Yeah.
So maybe they might think like, well, we don't want Sunshine no more.
That's possible. I think somebody's wants to move up in that second spot that can.
Like, hey man, we don't want Sunshine no more.
Yeah.
Could we want a different quarterback? Could we get y'all this trade with the second round pick? Okay, we got 2 second rounders then, right?
Yeah.
And we got our quarterback, right?
Yeah.
All right, ain't nothing to talk about.
I think that's what I think Cleveland they're gonna go for picks. They're gonna go for picks.
We gonna trade down?
Yeah, they're gonna trade down and get some stocks and picks here.
Only way I see that happening is the scenario I just gave you.
Well,
if that scenario don't happen,
we got an older team now. We don't have a bunch of talent. Now you got an opportunity to change this into talent. And maybe not. So it's like, is it worth to have 3 young talents over 1 talent? And then the quarterback is a questionable quarterback draft. Actually, the talent in this draft, except for the defensive end and running back, is really questionable, according to these prognosticators.
We'll see.
So if that's what they're feeling, for sure they will trade down.
I don't know. It's a lot of the sad part is this is Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. Because it could go any which way you think, and it might not even go that way. It might be we might draft a center first pick. I'm just being real.
We done seen that for sure.
It'd be something totally different that you didn't.
I don't think it's gonna be stupid. I think it's gonna be more strategic. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say they're gonna trade down. They're not going out. That's what I'm gonna say. I would like to see them.
I think they're gonna surprise everybody.
I think
they're gonna surprise everybody and draft Hunter.
Yeah, I think Cleveland they would definitely be.
They're gonna surprise everybody and draft Hunter.
Now, if you draft Hunter
and make him play cornerback.
No, not both ways.
Nope.
But that would now you would have 2 bona fide receivers though, and a corner. You don't need to play him because we got enough corners. You wouldn't have to play him all the time at corner.
Either you have to play him at receiver.
You could play him in situation 3rd down corner.
Yeah.
And then you can play.
They gonna play him as receiver. If they draft Travis Hunter, they're
gonna use Travis.
They're gonna make him a receiver.
Sure.
He gonna be on the other side of what's his name?
Yeah.
What's the guy we got from Denver?
Judy.
Yeah, Judy. Yeah. See, Judy's really a 1B. He ain't a 1A receiver.
Yeah,
he like a
Judy's
1B.
Your second receiver.
He like a 1B. Definitely a number 2, but a 1. He could be a 1B as he proved. He could be a 1B. Yeah. So picture him 100.
Man.
That's your 1 and 2.
And you want and you can go out here. They got a lot of backs. You go out here and get you a good back to go with 4. Trevion. You got Blue. You got a bunch of. I'm talking about Blue for Texas. He runs. He's got blazing speed. He's a game breaker. But I like Trevion. Trevion's a game breaker too. And he can catch the ball.
I think he'll be utilized like Chubb was.
Well, some people say they were comparing like Junkins to a little slower than Chubb, but. I like Junkins too from Ohio State.
Yeah, Junkins.
But they said this draft is full of backs. They're gonna be a lot of backs in the 2nd round. It's low on the receivers and low on quarterback.
All right, y'all. So that might conclude today's show. But look, real quick. Once again, like I said before, it's getting hot out there. It's getting a little warmer. And y'all about to be looking for them homes, some houses to move to. Your college son and daughter about to move out. Y'all gonna need a U-Haul, right? Y'all gonna need some way to get them out of there. Man, we got some of the most affordable, reliable U-Haul trucks you could think of. We also got trailers. So if you want to rent one, you can actually call 234-212-1378. That's 234-212-1378 or 440-384-4174. All right. You can go to passthepackage.com for more information. Get your U-Haul, man. I'm telling y'all gonna need it. These things fly. I'm talking about they sell out so quick. We have like 8 in, 8 out. Seriously. So you might want to. We still can do a reservation for you, even if we sold out. We still could do the reservation. Just pick it up at the next nearest one, and let us do that for you. And that's it. So we got some of the best rates. And also, if you're looking to have an office or looking for an office, we got a space that just came available. So hit us up at that number also and let us know if you're interested in the office, nice office space. You come check it out. And also, one last thing before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out once again to everybody that's been watching and supporting us. It's the difference between following and supporting. Following, we already got shadows. We need nobody follow us, but supporting is actually people, talking to us on the screen, making donations, or resources,
coming to the events,
spreading the word out, sharing, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we respect it and can't wait for the upcoming events, man.
I'm also gonna say sending out the good positive vibes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Always on your good side, saying good things about you, rocking with you, and letting you know like things is gonna be good for you versus talking negative about you. So I don't know, man. We just got good vibes here, man. We ain't talking about nobody. We just talking about good old sports, and we just want to see winners in sports and in the film industry and entertainment industry
and in your lives.
Yeah, in lives too. Yeah. That's right. So we'll see y'all next Monday. This championship Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna see y'all next Monday. Anything else you want to say before we leave?
Just manifest.
All right, y'all. So we'll see y'all, man. We know maybe next week we might have a special guest. We'll let you know. But until then, we'll see y'all later, man.
Peace.